Windows 8 was produced by Microsoft around the later part of 2012 for personal computers to run as an operating system. It follows a long line of Windows operating system products since the 1980s, replacing Windows 7. Although Windows 10 has since been released, Windows 8 mainstream support from Microsoft will continue until January of 2018 and will continue extended support through January of 2023. You can find out more details on Windows 8 and other Windows home operating systems at this site, http://windows.microsoft.com/en-us/windows/lifecycle. Windows 8 has been used by many OEMs like Dell, HP, Lenovo, Asus, Acer, as well as by custom PC builders. Usually, when you buy a PC from the store, built and ready to go, it comes packaged with an operating system. If, however, you are installing your own, you'll need to purchase a copy and a license of Windows 8. Prices for Windows 8 vary depending on which you buy, but they are similar to the Windows 7 and Windows 10 costs. There are 3 versions of Windows 8, but the 2 common ones for home users are Windows 8, also known as Windows 8 Core, and Windows 8 Professional, with prices ranging from $99 for the Core version to $140 for the Professional version. The main important differences are that Professional versions offer you the ability to use Windows Media Center as a software upgrade, as well as some other advanced features like Hyper-V, which is Microsoft's virtualization software for the Windows OS, and it allows you to accept remote desktop connections. I find that most consumer users won't take advantage of these added features, so the Core version may be just fine for you. I myself have Windows 8 Professional for the Media Center and remote desktop acceptance feature, but I don't actually use the operating system full time. I use it for testing purposes only, though my son uses the Professional version on his laptop, and he likes it. For more information on the differences, take a look at this site, https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Windows_8_comparison_chart. Please keep in mind that this is a publicly updated site by users just like you and me, so there is a margin for error and mistakes. But still, I think you will find value in being able to look at a glance and see the 2 comparisons between the 2 operating systems and kind of figure out, this one's good for me, this one's not good for me. It gives you an idea of which one you really would be better off suited purchasing. Windows 8 will want at least a 1 GHz processor and 1 GB of RAM for the 32-bit version, 2 GB of RAM for the 64-bit version. But trust me, if that's all you have, you will not enjoy your Windows experience. You really should consider a multi-core 1.8 GHz or faster processor, and 4 GB of RAM would be the minimum I'd recommend, though personally I think 6 to 8 GB would be preferred. Also, 16 GB of hard disk space is needed for the 32-bit version, and the 64-bit version needs 20 GB of space just for the operating system. And you might need a bit more to cover patches and updates, maybe 2 to 4 gigs worth. Also, if you are familiar with VirtualBox, which you can find at www.virtualbox.org, or VMware, which you can find at www.vmware.com, you can create virtual machines using Windows 8. This is a great option if you don't have extra hardware laying around and you just want to have a Windows 8 desktop to play around with using your main machine as the virtual host. Check with your virtualization software to see if you have the latest hardware needed to run a virtual machine or a guest operating system like Windows 8 in a virtualized environment. Windows 8 uses a windowed point-and-click interface. If you are comfortable using older versions of Microsoft Windows to navigate around, it will be helpful. But Windows 8 introduced a new interface without the Start menu in Windows 8, but replaced it back with the update to Windows 8.1. The Start menu is vastly different, though, from previous versions of Windows and can be a bit tricky and cumbersome to navigate, in my opinion. Windows 8 comes with the Internet Explorer 10 browser by default. If you've used Internet Explorer before, this shouldn't be much of a big change for you. Windows 8 and Windows 8 Professional, including the update to Windows 8.1, will permit you to play the latest games. Of course, hardware supporting and available resources to do so. Email, surf the web, install Microsoft Office and other related products, watch movies, and play music. Some features may require the purchase of additional software or hardware. You can review more about the features I have mentioned here, as well as obtain some support at http://windows.microsoft.com/en-windows/previous-support #1TC equals Windows-8. You can also use the Microsoft Community Forums at http://en-us/forum/windows/forum/Windows_8 tab=threads to review questions others have asked or register and ask one of your own or reply to someone else's. Sometimes I also fare pretty well Googling any problems or questions I have and finding other websites with the answers to the issues outside of Microsoft's own support and help. Try to use the search text that matches the error you received to get the best possible search responses. So what I mean by that is, if you get an error on screen, don't go to the web and Google a search for, I got an error in Microsoft. You're going to get a lot of search results. You're probably not going to get the one you want. It's not going to look really good on the screen for you to be reading through all that and say, hey, where's my answer? It's not here. So when a message comes up on the screen, copy and paste it if you can. If you can't, write it down. That verbiage that you take off the screen from your error is what you're going to put into your search, and then you're going to search for it. And I've never found a case where I didn't search for an error and somebody didn't have the answer. I don't know everything, and I do know stuff, but I can't remember everything. So it's okay to search for stuff. So don't feel guilty about, oh, shouldn't I know how to fix this if this looks like a real simple error? No. If you have a question or you have a problem, don't be afraid to Google it. I mean, that's kind of why the internet's there. It's there for you to consume data. In this case, you're going to consume answers to some of your biggest or smallest problems, whichever the case is for you. So what do you say we get started? Let's get ready to install Windows 8.